Hey there, it's Gina Orlowski, and this is episode 6, Creating Virtual Community for Your Health and Fitness Clients During COVID-19. And our topic today is they're not showing up, right? And this happens regardless of a virus being in town and gyms and fitness centers being closed down. Sometimes it's very hard to get people to be accountable and to show up. But when you create a virtual community, it's even harder because it's easier to just not show up. So what do you do when this happens? If you have missed the past 5 episodes, I talked about how you can create a virtual community if your company does not have an app or a place for this to happen, and the type of content to include, different suggestions to make sure that engagement is happening, relationships are being fostered. So make sure you go back and you watch the rest of those. But today the topic is they're not showing up. I have this community, I've invested some time, what do I do? So we know even if, like I said, there wasn't a virus in town, it's hard to get people to be accountable to their goals. So ways that I have found, I've been doing it for 4 years, the best way that I get people to continue to show up is these 3 things. First thing, right from the beginning when they get started, I send them a little form, or we have the conversation, and I say, when you stop showing up, how do you want me to follow up with you? Text? Do you want me to call you? Do you want me to send you an email? Do you want me to send you a private message on social media? How do you want me to follow up with you if you stop showing up? And that lets them know that you care about them and you're going to reach out to them because it's important for them to keep showing up. And you have that conversation, and you know that you can make a little note of it in your book, however you track your clients, and then they know that you're going to be doing that. So they're more invested into showing up, or at least creating the communication when they can't show up anymore. And it's very effective. There may be some who say, I don't want you to, just leave me alone. And that's perfectly fine. But then again, you've opened up that door for communication. So right from the bat, find out how they want you to follow up with them when they're no longer around. They went rogue. Second, in your app or your social media, I suggested Facebook. We, in our company, our app has a tagging system, but in Facebook you can tag as well. Tag their name after they haven't been there in a few days. Whatever content you put out daily, tag their name and say, hey, how you doing? They're going to get a notification, and it's going to show that, oh, you're looking out for them, you care about them, that they need to come back and they need to check in, and that is going to be a mental trigger for them. And I do think it helps boost self-esteem because it shows that you care, and you're not just you want them to be an active participant. So use that tagging system to make sure that you bring them back. And then third and final, and this is going to be, a little bit of self-reflection. Make sure that you are showing up yourself, right? So you need to be in there showing what you did for your fitness, whatever that was. What did you do for your wellness with your nutrition? We may be health and fitness, professionals, but we all struggle. We're all human. So with this, how are you overcoming those daily struggles? Share in there what you're doing, because that's going to be relatable. It shows that you're a little vulnerable, and it's going to make them feel more connected and want to come back. So make sure you're being, proof of moving, proof of a healthy lifestyle, so that they're more connected. If you just post the content and then never share anything else, they're not going to think that they have to. So be that person that's in there all the time. Even in the beginning, if it gets quiet and nothing's happening, show up and let them know that that's the right thing to be doing. And that's why, you've gotten where you're at. You're staying consistent because you show up and you're held accountable. And they can do that too. And they can hit their goals as well if they follow your lead. So make sure you're setting the example for your participants in the group. All right, that's it. I hope it was helpful, you guys. Comment below if it was. If you know somebody, feel free to share or tag them in there as they get started with their own virtual community. Like I said, I've been doing it for 4 years. I've had such success with it even before this all happened. I do think it's a safe place for people, and it makes them feel invested, so that when this is all over, they're going to come out of this stronger, and it's going to be you that they have to thank for helping keep them on track. All right, I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.